Hello, this is Group VIB.
According to WHO, there are an estimated 253 visually impaired people globally. Even the number is enormous, we can still notice this in our lives.
I can't use this order my mirror. Where is the toilet for female?
Is that the designer forgot their design should be inclusive, or their assumption makes them misunderstood the group?
In any case, the needs of the VI group are often ignored by mainstream design.
We learn about some existing assistive products and technologies for visually impaired people, and some qualitative research data through reading the literature and reports. Knowing what is going on helps us not making things out of date.
We use the engagement tool to help us conduct semi-structured interviews to help us bridge the empathy gap. Participants generally said that it was a very interesting experience, and they were more willing to tell us more about their personal experience.
Yes, it definitely helps us build a long and good relationship with some of the participants.
They directly or indirectly revealed concerns about the safety of themselves or their family or uncertainty about the future. I often encounter some difficulties in my daily life. Among these difficulties, the biggest one for me is going out alone. My family is also very worried about this. Often drop things in taxis. Sometimes I worry about safety at home alone. Sometimes I forget that the customer has made an appointment for a massage.
Moreover, a true story made us decide that we should pay attention to the safety of the visually impaired.
The diagram shows the data we collected. After analysis and synthesis, we condensed the relevant data, and this data fuel our inspiration. And we have summed up 7 users' expectations. The users expect that operate with minimum effort, modular design, defend safety, that differentiation, warm and soft, independence, and low cost.
By summarizing the commonness and characteristics of user groups, we use persona to help us better locate needs and build empathy. We take the persona as our design audience. After brainstorming, it helps us to come up with several ideas.
The stakeholder of TPT is very interested in the differentiated VI design. If our products can have the appearance of jewelry, then visually impaired people will be more willing to use them. We put forward suggestions to help us decide that we should do this. In terms of functions, we have obtained the user need from the previous research. One is the alert module for emergencies, which can send help messages that include GPS location to doctors and family members to help the visually impaired people get faster treatment in emergencies. The other is the portable voice reminder to help the visually impaired manage their lives and improve their independence, which also make up for the inconvenience of the visually impaired people using reminder on traditional intelligent device. Due to the modular design, the module function can be simplified, scalable, and customized.
There are many existing designs in the market, and many of them have been put into production and sales.
The Apple Watch is a top-rated product in the market at present, and has achieved all that the wearable device can do. So why do we do this?
Due to it is too expensive and the visually impaired people have more difficulties using on the small touchscreen. However, we can take inspiration from many existing bracelets designed for vulnerable people, for example, convenient operation or its appearance.
However, some products in the design process did not consider the needs of the visually impaired, or did not have a thorough consideration of the use scene. These are all we should avoid in the design.
Here is our design. We made the bracelets using leather and clothes that were found in charity shop and second-hand items. The module shell can be made of some leftover material. At this time, we designed two functions which are a reminder and an alarm system. However, module design allows us to scalable the functions. The module like medical information chip, which can be scanned through a near-field communication, or a module has an entertainment function can also attach with the bracelet.
The reminder module uses Bluetooth to communicate with the mobile phone application and will synthesize text-to-speech and remind the user to do things like taking medicine. When the time is up, the reminder will sound new reminder. For privacy reasons, if you press the button at this time, you can listen to the specific content. If you ignore this reminder, the bracelet will sound again after 3 minutes.
The alert system uses Bluetooth to communicate with the phone. When an emergency occurs, the user can unplug the bot, which triggers the mobile phone to send help messages to emergency contacts, doctors, and hospitals. If the message is sent successfully, the bracelet will send out voice feedback.
The bracelet needs to be connected to the application to use, and the low-energy Bluetooth chip can make the use seem more flexible and reduce power consumption. We have also designed the application to conform the usage habits of the visually impaired, such as using a dragging metaphor where users make a leftwards dragging motion to move rightwards in the information stream.
Here is the user flow. Connect to the app, set up emergency contacts, enter reminders, and ensure battery power. Here we go.
Bob is visually impaired, and his friend gives him a birthday gift this day. What is it? His friend said, and once he put it on, he loves the soft and warm touch of the bracelet. His friend showed him how to use it. Bob set up the reminders and the emergency contact himself. One day, the bracelet rings. He plans to go to the bank today. Unfortunately, he accidentally fell down the stairs and he hurriedly removed the bolt on the bracelet. His family was notified immediately.
After a doctor's examination, Bob was injured, but luckily there was nothing serious about it. Through this work, we learned that finding a solution to a problem is sometimes like finding an exit in a maze. Working with ambiguity is a challenging and meaningful process.